Nigeria's news updates today, May 30th, 2025. No one should cause Tinubu, governors, other leaders in Mecca. NAHCON Ulama team tells Hajj pilgrims. Court rejects FG's evidence against Nnamdi Kanu over lack of legal representation during interrogation. INEC fixes June 20th, August 8th for Ekiti, Osun governorship post in 2026. Kanu holds appeal court verdict on local government polls. Military neutralizes terrorists in gun battle. Biafra Day, Imo on lockdown as sit-at-home cripples economic social activities. Summary of the news. No one should cause Tinubu, governors, other leaders in Mecca. NAHCON Ulama team tells Hajj pilgrims. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NAHCON Ulama team has urged Nigerian pilgrims in Mecca not to cause President Bola Tinubu, state governors or other leaders despite Nigeria's serious challenges including insecurity, economic hardship and governance issues. Instead, pilgrims are encouraged to offer sincere prayers for the nation's progress and for divine guidance for its leaders. Rafi Al-Jebui, Grand Mufti of Ogun, emphasized loving and praying for Nigeria as Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did for Mecca. Sheikh Garba Aliolawi, Chief Imam of Area 10 Mosque in Abuja, stressed that causing leaders is counterproductive, likening it to hoping a driver crashes while passengers are still in the vehicle. He called for patience, resilience, and prayers for positive change, highlighting the power of collective prayer from over 50,000 pilgrims. Court rejects FG's evidence against Nnamdi Kanu over lack of legal representation during interrogation. A federal high court in Abuja rejected the federal government's attempt to admit certain confessional statements by Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, as evidence in his trial. The court ruled the statements inadmissible because they were made without Kanu's legal counsel present during interrogation, violating his fundamental rights. Despite this, fresh evidence was admitted. A video interview where Kanu made inflammatory accusations against prominent Igbo figures and threatened violence if Biafra was not granted. The prosecution's witness confirmed the interview was given by Kanu but did not verify the truth of his claims. Additionally, the judge barred Kanu's sister-in-law, Favour Kanu, from attending court after she was caught live-streaming the proceedings despite repeated warnings. The trial is set to continue in mid-June. INEC fixes June 20th, August 8th for Ekiti, Osun governorship post in 2026. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has set the Ekiti and Osun governorship elections for June 20th and August 8, 2026, respectively. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu announced this during the swearing-in of 6 new resident electoral commissioners (RECs) in Abuja. Party primaries for Ekiti will be held from October 20th to November 10, 2025, and for Osun from November 24 to December 15, 2025. Political parties must upload nomination forms by December 22, 2025, Ekiti, and February 9, 2026, Osun. The final candidates list for Ekiti will be published on January 8, 2026, with campaigns running from January 21st. For Osun, the final list comes out March 9 and campaign begins March 11. Full election details are available on INEC's website and social media. Yakubu also addressed delays in by-elections and continuous voter registration, noting 17 pending by-elections and ongoing preparations, especially for the Anambra governorship poll. The new RECs were deployed to Gombe, Cross River, Ogun, Taraba, Abia, and Sokoto states. Yakubu urged them to act lawfully, maintain integrity, and engage stakeholders constructively. Kanu raised appeal court verdict on local government polls. The Kano state government welcomed the Court of Appeal's decision validating the conduct of local government elections in the state. The ruling overturned an earlier federal high court judgment that attempted to stop the polls. The appeal court declared that the lower court lacked jurisdiction and upheld the elections as legally binding. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf praised the judgment as a win for democracy, justice and the rule of law. He emphasized the state's commitment to free and fair elections and commended the people of Kano for their patience during the legal proceedings. The government reaffirmed its support for democratically elected local councils and grassroots developments. Commissioner Abdullahi Waya also hailed the verdict as a boost to public confidence in the judiciary and a validation of the people's will. Military neutralizes over 60 terrorists in gun battle. The Nigerian Army's Operation Hardened Clay successfully neutralized at least 60 terrorists in a coordinated land and air assault in Bita, Borno State earlier Friday. This operation is part of ongoing efforts against insurgents in the northeast. Recently, troops also killed dozens of Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists in New Marti, Borno State, though 2 soldiers paid the supreme price in that encounter. Biafra Day, Igbo on lockdown as sit-at-home cripples economic social activities. Imo State observed a largely effective sit-at-home yesterday, with most economic and social activities coming to a halt. Courts, government offices, schools, markets and commercial transport largely shut down, with companies like ABC Transport suspending operations due to the southeast lockdown. While some civil servants stayed at home, a few areas such as Uru, Amuzu and Loji continue their normal activities, with schools open and markets operating. In contrast, communities like Inite Uboma remain grounded as the residents, aware of the lack of local police presence, choose to stay indoors for their safety. A local priest criticized the method of IPOB, urging peaceful dialogue instead of intimidation. The Imo State Police Command and other security agencies deployed forces across the state to maintain peace, urging residents to disregard IPOB sit-at-home threats and warning that anyone attempting to enforce them illegally will face legal consequences. Follow for more. May 30th, 2025.